Two pieces of breaking news has sent the market wild today. Let's talk about them real quick. I did not intend on making a second video today, but the breaking news was actually pretty intense, so I decided I'll make a very, very fast video. I'm going to try to do this in like 3 or 4 minutes. You may notice that on the thumbnail today, that boxing glove for the Fed is even bigger than yesterday, and that is because the Fed is still out for blood. They came out swinging hard today with all these Fed speakers. So first of all, Anthony Blinken, Secretary of State for the United States, said today, quote, Ukraine will eventually join NATO. There you go. Ukraine will become a member of NATO. He stated this about 4 hours ago, or at least it was reported 4 hours ago, which for me was about 9 a.m. today. Let's take a look at that. What did that cause? That was right here. That was this. This is the S&P 500. The moment he made that statement is where this box begins up until another event happened that made it even worse. But we had a bit of a sell-off, right? Okay, what happened to Bitcoin at that time? At that time, Bitcoin actually did the absolute opposite and did kind of a big run-up, almost up to $70,000 off of that news specifically, then followed by some bad news that brought it down surprisingly. Well, it took a while to wear it down, but then the second piece of news, Minneapolis Reserve Bank president for Minneapolis, Neil Kashkari, said interest rate cuts may not be needed this year if progress on inflation stalls. So while every other Fed has been saying we're going to do 3 rate cuts this year, very likely, or almost definitely, and that unemployment and inflation will not stop them from cutting this year. Those are words from Jay Powell himself. Kashkari said today that they may not do rate cuts. And let's see what that did to the SPY. That's this pinkish one here. That made us go from 521 all the way down to 512 on the SPY today on the S&P 500. That absolutely crashed us for the day. And what did that do to Bitcoin? It kind of made Bitcoin go sideways for a few hours. That's this yellow box here. And that happened at 11 a.m. my time, by the way, is when that news came out, or 2 p.m. if you're on the East Coast. It had Bitcoin go sideways, kind of flat, honestly, until 12:30 p.m. today, where we started to finally sell off. I'm assuming some of the people that may have bought today or yesterday or in the last few days at 65,000 are locking in that $5,000 of profit, and now it's just dumping again as we do that. But that's pretty dramatic. Two pretty intense things happened today. One, the U.S. federal government coming out making statements for NATO that we'll be getting a new member state that is absolutely at odds with the biggest rival of NATO, causing a massive but a minor sell-off in the stock market, but in a pretty decent rally in Bitcoin, and then a Fed president. This is just showing you like geopolitics not as important as the Fed. I think the Fed might be the most powerful office in the world potentially. I mean, if we're talking about the potential spurring of World War III moved us how far down? That might be a parabolic statement, but it's kind of true. Moved us down less than 0.5%, but a Fed saying that we might not do rate cuts sent us down almost 2%. World War III, 0.5% down. Wait, no rate cuts? Sell everything. Even Bitcoin went down off of that news, whereas it went up in the face of a potential war. So there's that for you. So that's all I've got to say today. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a profitable day.